first ever presentation in the history of this chapter. I certainly have prepared something memorable, very unforgettable, and something, of course, that'll leave you with your breath smelling good. So, I now give you my mint presentation. Thank you. Good night.
You're going to have to clean that up.
Truthfully. Well, everybody, when we come to your business for the first time and introduce ourselves, we do not come there to sell you a thing. We don't have to. Come on, guys. We don't come there to sell you anything. We don't have to sell you anything, okay? We have a mass marketing campaign that has given us the second highest brand recognition in the country, only behind Coca-Cola. We give you the #1 value on the dollar in your consumer products against all of our competition. We have 1 in every 4 households in Japan that is an Aflac participant. And we pay $9 billion a year in claims that go out in about 3.5 to 4 business days. We don't have to sell you anything. Our program does that for you. Okay, what we do when we come to your business and introduce ourselves for the first time, what we like to do is put on a very fun, very lighthearted educational experience. I'm sure a lot of you noticed the lot of paraphernalia that's been placed around the room today. This is exactly, in a lot of instances, what a real Aflac enrollment will look like. We have signs on the wall. This is not health insurance. We pay claims in 4 days. We have the little Aflac pens that you have all in front of you. Everybody that signs up for a program gets a duck, which allows me to brag that when I buy that for you, I get to make a donation to the Aflac Cancer Center for Children. There's a little tab on the side. All of that money comes out of my pocket for you to have to give to your families and goes right to the Aflac Cancer Center for Children. So ultimately, what's this really all about anyway? You've all seen the commercials, you've all heard about the duck. This revolves around really 2 questions. One I'll bring to your attention now, and one I'll bring to your attention in a few minutes. First question is, very simply, how much time have you been absolutely guaranteed in your life to be able to make money? It doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you do, everybody here has something they consider to be most important to them. Whether it's paying normal bills, or whether it's a certain lifestyle that you're after, or a current lifestyle that you want to preserve. Everybody has something that they consider to be most important. So if everybody can kind of open up the little packet I gave you and go to the little flip side of it, there's a little stick figure. And please write this down. It's going to be going pretty fast. So when a person becomes affected by an injury or an illness, in an Aflac's world, that literally can be anything from a cracked tooth to a bee sting to a catastrophic illness or disease. They generally have 2 things that they're very, very affected by. One of which is medical, and one of which is financial. So if everybody could focus on the medical side and write these things down for me, and please, it's just going to go pretty fast. We have doctors, hospitals, pharmacies, and health insurance. Now, would it be fairly safe to say, everybody, that when you are affected by a medical situation, that you want to be able to get the best care that you can, be able to afford it, and go do what you have to do to get yourself taken care of? What do you think is the one thing that's going to prevent you from doing that?
Money.
Money. Okay, so now you have the financial concerns. Starting with out-of-pocket medical expenses, and you write that one down. And that could be co-pays, deductibles, co-insurances, out-of-network charges, specialist fees. Secondly, you want to write this one down, you have transportation expenses, which could be gasoline, it could be distant medical center travel, highway tolls, parking, lodging, all the things that are associated with that. Third, if you want to write this down, normal bills. Let's see, rent, food, mortgage, utilities, credit card bills, cell phone, internet bill, cable bill, dependent care, all the things that are going along with that whole laundry list of things. Fourth, if you want to write this one down, you have, to be politically correct, family income loss. Whether it's one spouse having to care for the other, or if, God forbid, there's 2 people that have to care for a dependent, and unfortunately we do see that a lot. It is very, very disheartening when you get that phone call, trust me. Write this one down as well. Asset protection. Ask Linda, ask Dave, if you have a medical event that forces you to tap into your 401 or your IRA, there's a very possible chance that you will be paying a tax penalty for going into that money before you're supposed to. Maybe some of you, if you want to write this down, maybe you have education bills. Maybe you have pets. Maybe you have in-home care. Maybe you have to pay for a babysitter. Maybe there's daycare. How about your credit report? It's not gonna be fun when you have to be jacking up your credit cards and can't pay for them. There's also the cost of COBRA. If you're an employee at a business and have to leave, guess what? You still gotta pay for your policies to keep them enforced, so they keep paying for you. Does everybody kind of see where I'm going with this? One side is kind of tilted a lot farther on behalf of the other side. The part on the left, which is the medical side, that is what your health insurance does for you. Okay? Health insurance pays the doctors, it pays the hospitals, it pays the pharmacies so that they can cover their bills, so they're able to provide you the care that you need and expect when you have to go there. Okay? The side on the right, which is the financial side, that is what AFLAC does. AFLAC has about 13 different products and services that are designed specifically to help you cope with the costs that unfold as medical events naturally unfold and progress. How am I doing on time there?
6 minutes.
6 minutes left?
No, 4 minutes.
Oh, 4 minutes left? Okay.
Curious. Yeah.
Okay. Our programs pay tax-free money. I'll say that again, tax-free money, you do not have to claim it, directly to you, and you are 100% in control over how you use that money. If you want to go out and get a disease or want to go buy a flat screen TV, go ahead, it's your money. You can do whatever you got to do with it. We do not coordinate our benefits, meaning we're not going to pay because somebody else does, and so on and so forth. We are the kind of company that is as big as we are because we give you a quality experience and pay your claims, not because we're looking for ways not to pay your claims. We give back 70 cents on every single dollar that the company takes in back out in claims, whereas some of our competitors are 20 to 40% less. It's not about the big name and the asset value, it's about the fact that we actually give you your money back. And we pay regardless of any other coverage you have, whether it's homeowners insurance, renters, no fault on your car, health insurance, dental insurance, doesn't matter. It's on its own island. So, what are the things that you can do to help me? Very, very importantly. What I need to be introduced to are decision makers or owners of businesses with 3 or more employees or 1099 contractors. It makes no difference as long as you're 3, and that they actually care about them. That kind of helps. I certainly want to be introduced to individuals who do not have the privilege of having AFLAC offered to them through their workplace. Maybe they have the same concerns. Maybe they have cancer in their family and it's really important to them. I definitely need to be introduced to people that are either planning on starting or adding to their families. Here's somebody about having a baby, I need to talk to them. I cannot tell you what a nightmare it is getting a phone call about a sick child. I've seen it where I've had to have one in the hospital for 3 months. I have a close friend of the family who's got to have one in there for 4 months. It's a disaster. So I definitely need to meet that. Or people, maybe they have back problems and they throw their back out. I can give them an accident program, send them to Dr. Mark to get paid for it. And as I had mentioned before, I would really love to be introduced to benefit agencies that are not yet contracted with us, or property and casualty agencies that are now more and more getting into that, are starting to expand into the voluntary aspect because of the competition that they experience in the marketplace. They just need more things to sell and more things to offer. I'm in charge of helping getting that straightened out with AFLAC now. It's a very, very big deal. So those are the things that you can help me with. So before I wrap up here, because I have about a minute left, I have one question that I want to see if anybody can kind of guess the answer to. I'm not cleaning that up until this meeting is over.
Okay.
So I want someone to kind of tell me the point I'm trying to make by doing that. You always know the answer to my questions.
Money being thrown out the window.
The point of not cleaning up the mints until the meeting is over is that you want us to look at those mints and think about what you said and internalize it. This is just my best guess.
It's close.
Okay, it's close.
It's very close. Anybody?
Keep our minds on AFLAC.
Close. You're in the right neck of the woods.
Your job isn't done until the actual end of the mess is cleaned up.
Oh, that's so close. That's so close. Everybody give up?
Yeah.
AFLAC pays for all those little things now?
No, the point I'm trying to make is that when you become a client of mine, I always leave everything out on the floor for you.
Oh.
Chew on that for a while.